Hey, what's up guys, it's that time of the year when the road is set for the next flagship beast from Huawei. Huawei will be announcing its P40 family that includes the P40, P40 Pro, and P40 Pro Special Edition on March 26th live in Paris. If you're wondering where is the P40 Lite model, that is already announced and it's up for pre-order with the Mate X foldable phone. It's got some impressive specs for a mid-range phone. And yes, these two devices are without Google services and they are actually up for pre-order in Europe, which means that Huawei probably has the same plans for the P40 and P40 Pro, which is a worldwide launch. As we are moving closer to the date, we have more leaks to talk about, not only the live images out of the front, but also accurate case dummies showing the back design with that ultra rival camera setup on the back, and most importantly, Huawei's softer plans to convince people to buy this phone even without Google Play services. Speaking of Google, Google is actually appealing once again, applying for a license that will allow them to do business with Huawei. This news came out a couple of days ago. If it's granted, Huawei devices can have Google services right at this freaking moment. All the existing Huawei phones can be updated with the GMS service, but we're not sure if the appeal will be accepted, and it's kind of interesting that this is happening again right now, because just recently we talked about GDSA, which is a global developer service alliance. This service is backed by Chinese giants such as Oppo, Xiaomi, Vivo. This is gonna be a proper Google Play Store rival in the future, which is why Google is probably taking its chance right now and appealing to do business with Huawei once again. Huawei managed to sell about 250 million units, and obviously without Google Play services, there's no money that Google is making off these sales. And again, we'll have to wait and see what happens with this new appeal. But Huawei, obviously they're not stopping. The P40 family is coming. First up, we have the live image of the P40 Pro that shows off the front of the phone, which is a dual punch hole front camera system. We're not sure where the second camera will be, but most likely it could be an ultra wide angle lens and give us a selfie experience that we once had on phones like the Pixel 3 XL, which I really miss, by the way. The rest of the design is super curved. It's a proper quad curve design. If you notice the top, it just goes beyond. Unfortunately, we can't see the chin in this leak, but in other renders, it's got a small chin, but it's still a very good futuristic design overall. As always, cameras will be the main highlight of the phone. The P40 Pro is going to be one of the first phones on the market, if not the first, to rock the Sony IMX700 series sensor that comes with a 52 megapixel sensor. It can combine 16 pixels to 1 compared to 9 to 1 that we have seen on the Galaxy S20 Ultra. The actual sensor size is also said to be as big as the S20 Ultra sensor. It is expected to let in 30% more light compared to the sensor we had on the P30 Pro family, which, if you guys remember, had one of the best low light performance at the time. There's also going to be a 40 megapixel cine wide lens coming from the Mate 30 Pro as well. It's going to be the sharpest ultra wide angle lens on a smartphone. 10x optical periscope zoom, 3x telephoto zoom, and a TOF sensor. The 10x periscope system will most likely be exclusive to the Pro model, so the normal model will just have zoom up to 3x. According to Rodent on Twitter, there could be a special color temperature sensor which could fix issues with the colors that you may have noticed with previous Huawei phones. The outdoor photos have kind of like a green tint to them. It wasn't a big issue with my P30 Pro, but I have noticed in comparison to Samsung devices, the colors weren't as poppy, so I hope this really fixes everything. All in all, this is looking pretty damn good. Huawei, like I said, already done the zoom thing with the P30 Pro, and even after a year later, it still looks good next to the Galaxy S20, so I can only imagine the improvements they can bring to the zoom with the P40 Pro. Now, software-wise, there will be Android 10 based on EMUI 10 with HMS services, which is with HMS services instead of Google. Huawei's own Play Store rival, the App Gallery, will be there as well, and of course, with the new Global Developer Service Alliance and the support from Oppo, Vivo, and Xiaomi, a lot of developers will be on board making applications for this. They further made the deal sweeter for the developers outside of China by offering them more money and more money percentage than what Google or Apple does. According to the new policy, developers will get 100% of the revenue generated by non-gaming applications, and for gamers, they will get 85% revenue, and if the game is based on Unreal Engine, it's gonna be up to 95%. 25% revenue share, which is definitely a lot compared to what other services offer. This really could make a lot of developers jump ships, and honestly, Huawei is completely preparing for the future. Huawei is still the second largest smartphone manufacturer in the world. They had pretty big sales despite the ban. All in all, this could be a very big challenge to Google, which is why they are probably doing the appeal. Now, the current 990 will be running the show along with a 90 Hz of refresh rate for the display. And here are the leaked battery sizes for the P40 and the Pro model. They are actually not getting any bigger when it comes to the size, so this could actually be the same good battery performing phones like the last year's series. So again, with the launch of Mate XS foldable phone and the Huawei P40 Lite in the Europe, it means that Huawei has same plans for the P40 Pro and P40, so it's gonna be targeted towards international markets in addition to China. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you think about the P40 Pro family, and if you guys new here, be sure to subscribe and do enter my Galaxy S20 and S20 Ultra giveaway. Link for that is in the description. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.